Welcome to Chemistry Made Easy. Today we are going to see the different ways of expressing the concentration of solutions. When we say solutions, a solution is made up of two factors, a solute and a solvent. Suppose we dissolve a tablespoon of sugar in half a glass of water. Sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. Sugar dissolves in water to form the sugar solution. To find the concentration of the solution, we need to consider the weights of both the solute and the solvent. There are 5 different ways to express the concentration of a solution. The first one is the mass percentage. Second one is the mole fraction. Third is the normality. Then we have molarity and molality. When we say mass percent, it is nothing but the ratio of the mass of the solute to the total mass of the solute and the solvent in the solution. Mole fraction is also similar, but instead of the weight of the substance, here we consider the moles, number of moles of the solute and the solvent. Now let us see the first two methods. These two methods are not in use now, but still we have this in the syllabus. So the first method is the mass percentage. So mass percent is nothing but mass of solute by mass of the solution into 100. It is called mass percentage or weight percentage. Now let us see a simple problem. Calculate the mass percentage of a solution which has 5 grams of a substance in 18 grams of water. Here the solute name is not mentioned. It is generally given as substance. Now how are we to calculate? Mass percent is mass of solute by mass of the solute and the solvent. Irrespective of the substance, just we have to divide the mass of the solute by the total weight of the solute and the solvent and multiply it by 100 to give it in the form of percentage. So 5 by 5 plus 18 is 23. 5 by 23 into 100 is 21.74%. The second method of expressing the concentration is the mole fraction. It is represented by the alphabet X. X is obtained by dividing the number of moles of solute by the total number of moles of solute and solvent. And how do we get the number of moles? By dividing weight by molecular weight, we get the number of moles of the substance. For solute, divide the weight of the solute by the molecular weight of the solute. For solvent, divide the weight of the solvent by the molecular weight of the solvent. Or in general, moles is weight by molecular weight. Now let us see a simple problem. 360 grams of glucose is dissolved in 864 grams of water. What is the mole fraction? So as we know the formula, X is equal to number of moles of glucose, because it is specified as glucose, by number of moles of glucose plus the number of moles of water. Water is the solvent here. So how do we get the number of moles? By dividing the weight of the glucose taken to the molecular weight of glucose. How are we to calculate molecular weight? We have already seen that in the first video. The molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. 6 molecules, 6 atoms of oxygen multiplied by 16 gives 96. Same way hydrogen, oxygen and carbon are multiplied with their atomic masses. We get the molecular weight as 180. So 360 divided by 180 divided by 360 by 180 plus 864. That is the amount of water mentioned in the question. So 864. For water, the molecular weight is 18. For water, the molecular weight is 18. So 864 divided by 18. So we get 2 by 2 plus 48. That is equal to 2 by 50. That is 0.04. There is no unit for mole fraction because it is a ratio. Now 2 by 50. How did it become 0.04? We do it like this. 2 by 50. Multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number 100. We are using 100 so that it is easy to cancel. So 50 and 100 get cancelled. So we get 4 by 100, which is 0.04. The third method of expressing concentration is molarity. It is expressed as moles of the solute in liters of solvent. Moles we get by dividing weight and molecular weight. The solvent volume should be expressed only in liters. Let us see a simple problem. What is the molarity of a solution containing 6.75 grams of sodium chloride? NaCl is sodium chloride in 500 ml of water. So m is nothing but moles per liter. So to get moles, we have to divide the weight given by the molecular weight. Weight given is 6.75. Let us first calculate the molecular weight. For sodium chloride, chlorine is 35.5, sodium is 23. We get the molecular weight as 58.5. So molarity is 6.75 divided by 58.5 to get the number of moles, divided by 500 ml expressed in liters. How do we change it into liters? We know 1000 ml is 1 liter. So 500 ml will be 0.5 liters. Express this 0.5 liters in the denominator and calculate. We get the answer as 0.23 molar. The fourth method of expressing concentration is molality, represented by small m. It is given by dividing moles with the kilogram weight of the solvent. This is the difference between molarity and molality. In molarity, it is expressed in liters. Here, the solvent weight is expressed in kilograms. If you have observed in these two cases, here only the solvent's volume is considered, not the solution. So small m is nothing but number of moles of solute by kilogram weight of the solvent. Let us see a simple example. What is the molality of a solution containing 10 moles of sucrose in 1 kg of water? Here it is in moles, solute is given in moles, solvent in kilogram. So just apply m is equal to mole by kg, 10 by 1 is equal to 10 small m is the unit. Let us see another example. 9.5 grams sodium chloride is dissolved in 300 grams water. So this is solute weight is given in grams and the solute's weight is given in grams and solvent is also given in grams. We have to make this into moles and this should be made into kilograms. So small m is equal to mole by kg. So how do we calculate the moles? Weight by molecular weight. 9.5 is the weight of solute given. 58.5 is the molecular weight. Sodium chloride 35.5 and 23 amounts to 58.5. So 9.5 by 58.5 gives the number of moles and divided by weight of solvent in kg. Here it is given as 300 grams. So 1 kilogram is 1000 grams. So 300 grams is 0.3 kg. So substitute 0.3 here in the denominator. You get the answer as 0.54 molal solution. The fifth way of expressing concentration is the normality. It is also obtained by dividing the gram equivalents of the solute in 1 liter of the solvent. So here we are introducing a new term, gram equivalent, which is obtained by dividing the weight and the equivalent weight of a substance. There are several methods to find the equivalent weight of a substance, which we will see after this topic. Let us see how we calculate. 4 grams of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 1 liter of water. What is the normality of the solution? Normality is represented by the symbol capital N. So N is equal to gram equivalents per liter. So how do we get the gram equivalent? It is obtained by dividing weight with the equivalent weight in 1 liter. It is known that sodium hydroxide equivalent weight is 40. So 4 grams dissolved. So 4 by 40 divided by 1. So the answer is 1 by 10 normal solution. Our next topic is equivalent weight. Equivalent weight of an element is characteristic of each element. It is based on a combining capacity of the metal. A metal may combine with hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine or any element. Based on its combining capacity, this number has been designed. Equivalent weight is that number which indicates the number of parts by mass of the element which combines with 1.008 gram of hydrogen or 8 grams of oxygen or 35.45 grams of chlorine. The metal may combine with any amount of hydrogen. That is not our concern. The weight of the metal which combines with 1.008 gram of hydrogen, that weight alone can be referred to as the equivalent weight of the metal. Whichever method we follow, the equivalent weight of the metal is going to be a constant. Let us see a simple example. 28 grams of nitrogen reacts with 6 grams of hydrogen. What is the equivalent weight of nitrogen? Nitrogen reacts with hydrogen to form ammonia. According to the question, 28 grams of nitrogen has combined with 6 grams of hydrogen. We will consider only that weight of nitrogen which combines with 1.008 grams of hydrogen as the equivalent weight. So if 28 can combine with 6 parts, how much of nitrogen will combine with 1.008 parts? So 28 into 1.008 by 6, we'll get the answer as 4.74 gram per equivalent. This is the equivalent weight of nitrogen.